am Paramanand Das, sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Haryana. Today I am going to discuss with you very important topic in financial markets and institutions. So that is methods of public issue. In that, initial public offer is first method, fixed price method is second method, third method will be book building method. So let us start with initial public offer. What do you mean by initial public offer? So let us see the meaning. IPO means first sale of shares by private company or the public company or initial issuers of shares to the public. The public issue made by a company for the first time in its lifetime is called initial public offer. In other words, we can say that every company or every business unit or every business organization requires capital. Capital or money is blood of the business. So for that capital, if that company is issuing its shares or debentures or its stock to the public in its lifetime for the first time, so that is called initial public offering. Shares are issued to applicants on the basis of orders placed by them through the brokers. The allotment of shares is made on priority basis. In initial public offering, allotment of shares will be made on the basis of priority. In this case, job of selling the stock is entrusted to underwriter or broker. Broker or underwriter is wholly responsible for the whole issue activity. The Securities and Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI, is the regulatory body which monitors the initial public offer. As per the SEBI guidelines, a requisite due inquiry is conducted for company's authenticity, and the company is required to mention its necessary details in the prospectus for a public issue. If company wants to make public issue, that company according to SEBI guidelines, it has to follow the some rules and regulations. So for that company is required to mention all its necessary details in the prospectus. Trading in an open market also increases a company's liquidity and provides scope for issuance more shares in raising further capital or business. So it means that trading in an open market means in primary market increases a company's liquidity. Of course, the company will get the more amount of money. Now we will move to essential steps of initial public offer. First step is order. Broker receives order from the client and places orders on the behalf of the client with the issuer. In second step, share allocation. As we know, board of directors of the company allocate the shares on the basis of priorities. The issues after finalizes shares allocation and informs the broker regarding the same. So here in share allocation step, normally companies allot the shares, means company in the sense of board of directors of the company allot the shares on the basis of priority. Then the issuer after finalizes shares allocation and informs the broker regarding the same. The third step is intimation to the client. The broker advises the successful clients of the share allocation clients, then submit the application forms for shares and make payment to the issuer through the broker. This is the third step. Then in fourth step, primary issue account. The issuer opens a separate account that is called escrow account for the primary market issue. The clearing house of the exchange debit the primary issue account of the broker and credit the issuer's account. So here company has to open two types of accounts. So one is for public issue, means for the purpose of collecting the funds from public. Then the second is for private placements. The last step is issue of certificate. Finally, certificates will be delivered to the investors in this step. So let us move advantages of initial public offers. It eliminates hurdles involved in making public issue. Almost all hurdles are here evolved or here eliminated. So that is the main advantage. Another is no advance payment. It means that after the confirmation of all share allocation only, customers or clients needs to make the payment. We will move to second method, that is fixed price method. According to fixed price method, the company fixes the price of the shares as it wishes and then advertises to the numbers of shares to be issued. So in fixed price method, as name itself is gives a clear meaning, company fixes the price of the shares first, then it will advertise regarding the same. In case the price so fixed by the company of shares is very high, the investors will naturally apply for less number of shares, that causing under subscription. On the other hand, if the price fixed is low, the investors will apply more number of shares, it leads to oversubscription. This is the process of fixed price method. Let us see one by one. First step is here selection of merchant banker. It is obligatory that all public issues are managed by merchant banker or bankers who will function as a lead managers. It is an institution which renders financial services, including giving advices to the issue company and arranging its issue of shares. The issuing company has to select merchant banker so as to manage the issue of shares. As mentioned above, the merchant banker may also be the lead manager of the issue. So second step is issue of prospectus. We know very well a prospectus is a document which is having a clear information about the company and the issue. Prospectus as defined under section 2 of 36 of the Companies Act as any document which is described or issued as a prospectus and includes any notice, circular, advertisement or other document inviting deposits from the public or inviting offers from the public for the subscription or purchase of any shares or debentures of body of corporate. In simple words, prospectus is a document by a public company inviting the public for subscribing to its shares or debentures. The prospectus should disclose the type and the amount of such shares, etc. It should also indicate the amount payable on application, allotment, calls, etc., along with other necessary information. It should also be duly signed and filled with the registrar of companies. This is about second step. Then we will move to third step, that is application for shares. After the publication of the prospectus, which contains the prescribed printed application form and has to be duly filled in and duly signed by a person who intends to purchase the shares of the company. But it should be forwarded to the bankers to the issue of shares along with the check or demand draft. This is about third step, that is application for shares. Then minimum subscription. In third step, in case of company newly formed, it should achieve the minimum subscription from the applicants. Achieving the minimum subscription is one of the requirement to be complied with the obtaining the certificate for commencement. Means to get the certificate for commencement, it is very important that company has to achieve the minimum subscription. Then next step is under subscription and over subscription. Generally, when shares are offered for public subscription, the money achieved on application for shares will not be exactly for the same number of shares for which the offer is made by the company. If the application money is received for less number of shares, it is called under subscription. In other hands, on contrary, the application money is received for more number of shares, it is called over subscription of shares. Next step is allotment of shares to applicants. Allotment of shares is the allocation of shares to the successful applicants by the directors as approved in the board meeting. After the closing date of the receipt of the applications, all these applications will be placed before the meeting of the board of directors. The board will scrutinize the applications and proceed to allot the shares to the successful applicants and send the letter of allotment requesting them send the allotment money. From this date, All these applicants to whom the shares are allotted will become the members of the company. The letter of regrets will be sent to whom no shares are allotted. Next step is calls on shares by the directors. The remaining amount on the shares will be called by the directors in one or more installments subject to certain conditions. Such installments are called calls on arrears. On receipt of the notice demanding the call amount, the shareholders will have to pay the same call money. They make calls like first call, second call, and final call. Each call has treated in the same manner. The next step is issue of share certificates. After the receipt of final call money from the members of the company, the share certificates will be forwarded to the respective members. The certificates are in the specified form having a common seal of the company and are duly stamped and signed by the respective shareholders, etc. Share certificate is a document of ownership of the shares in a company. So this is about fixed price method process, or these are the steps which are involved in fixed price. Now we will come to book building method, or it is also called as tender price method. Here we will see meaning, process and price determination. Let us see briefly what do you mean by book building. Book building is a method of issuing shares to the investors in which price at which the shares are issued is discovered through the bidding process. Book building is similar to auction or tender. It is a process by which companies find out the demand for the price of issue of shares through public. In this case, the issue company does not directly issue shares to public, but it invites the bids from the merchant bankers to take full responsibility of the issue. Then these are the essential steps which are involved in book building method. First one is appointment of book runner lead manager, that we can say that BRLM appointment. Before going to steps, we need to have some concepts, that is floor price, cap price, price band, bid, etc. So what is floor price? It is the minimum price or floor price of the shares fixed by the lead manager in constructions with the issuer. So floor price is a minimum price. Cap price is the maximum price of the shares or higher price of the shares. Then price band is the highest and lowest price at which offer for the subscription of shares is made is known as price band. Price band. Bid. The investor can place a bid with the authorized lead manager, that is merchant banker. In case of equity shares, various brokers in exchanges are authorized by the lead manager. The investors fill up a bid cum application form. This bid cum application form provides the price band specifying the demand for the number of equity shares in the bid. Now we will come to essential steps of book building method. First step is appointment of BRLM. The company appoints book runner lead manager, that is BRLM, as a merchant banker registered with the Security Exchange Board of India. The merchant banker manages the whole issue of the shares. Second step is submission of draft prospectus. The company has to submit the draft prospectus with the Security Exchange Board of India. Third is formation of syndicate buyers. Syndicate buyers is nothing but the group of buyers. Company has to form this group of buyers. Next, roadshow to arrange market. Roadshow, it is just like a campaign. For the purpose of publicity, company will conduct the roadshow. Roadshow has to be arranged to market the issue of the shares to the potential investors. To attract the potential investors, roadshow has to be conducted. Next, book of potential demand. Book runner lead manager builds the book of potential demand. Closing of order book. The book runner lead manager, that is BRLM, will close the order book after consulting with the issuer company. Next step is determination of price. The price of the shares will be determined by the book runner lead manager jointly with the issuer company. Next step is procurement agreement. The procurement agreement is entered into between the issue company and the syndicate buyers. Filling of final prospectus. The issuer company files the final prospectus with the register of companies along with the procurement agreement. Next step is opening of bank accounts. The issuer company has to open two bank accounts separately. One account for the private placement and the another account, one for the public subscription for the collection of application money. Next step is collection of application forms and money. The issuer company has to collect the application forms along with the money thereon. Next step is allocation of shares. After allocation of applications and money thereon, after collection of applications and money thereon, the company will make allotment of shares. Next step is approval for allotment. After the allotment of shares, the company has to send the all necessary documents to the stock exchanges. The stock exchange authorities verifies the process, and if the authorities are satisfied, then they give approval for the allotment of shares. Next step is permission for listing. The stock exchanges will then send its permission for listing of the shares to the company. Next, last step is access of funds. After all the above formalities are over, the company will have access to the funds collected. So these are the steps involved in book building method. Now we will move to advantages of book building method. It helps to discover the demand and price of the shares. Of course, here the price of the shares will be determined on the basis of bids only or tenders. It helps for reduction of cost of public issue of shares. Next, it is new offer for issue of shares by a company. It helps to reduce the duration between the allotment and listing. Less chance for manipulating the price before listing. The price of shares is determined on the basis of actual demand. Most of the initial public offer is using the book building method. Then if we see the disadvantages, it is still dependent on the good faith, but it is unreliable. Then lack of transparency is there, lack of public response is there. It is not proved to be good price discovery mechanism. So it is also not proved as a good price discovery mechanism. Then how price determination will be done in the book building method. The issuer shall, in consultation with lead book runner, determines the issue price based on the bids received. This is very important. On the basis of bids received, the price will be determined. On determination of the price, the number of specified securities to be offered shall be determined. Then once the final price is determined, all these bidders whose bids have been found to be successful shall be entitled for allotment of specified securities. Retail individual investors may bid at cut-off price instead of their writing the specified bid price in the bid forms. So this is about price determination in the book building method. Then these are my references. Dr. G.P. Balega, Indian Financial System. Bharati V. Pathak, The Indian Financial System, Markets, Institutions and Services. M.Y. Khan, Indian Financial System. Ole and Jitendra Mahapur, Financial Institutions and Markets. T. Siddhaya, Financial Services. Thank you for listening. Thank you, one and all.